Hello, welcome to the KetoMom page. My name is Stephanie, and tell me something, tell me something great about you. Tell me something great about you. All right, as you're tuning in, it is Saturday. It is Saturday afternoon. If you have been watching my stories, it's been wild at our house. I have 4 girls. They want me to take them to TJ Maxx and to thrift stores and Starbucks and all of the things. Like, they're all downstairs being like, let's go shopping. And I said, I don't want to go shopping. But it's going to be a great day. It's going to be a great day. We're going to go watch a friend play football today. We're going to go watch the rest of Chosen. Is anybody watching the Chosen series? It is incredible. If you're looking for a TV show to watch, they're showing this series in the movie theater, but it's incredible. So we're going to watch that today. We've got football. My kids think they're going shopping and they're not, but I'm just going to let them think that. So happy Saturday. Also, it's almost lunchtime. So wherever you're tuning in from, it's Eastern time zone. What are you having for lunch today? Listen, I ask you to collaborate about keto, low carb things. So it gives other people ideas. But I labeled this live. Actually, I'm going to talk about a whole bunch of different things real quick. But I labeled this live, Change Your Relationship with Rejection, Change Your Life. So we're going through this book on the KetoMom page. I'm not reading the book to you. I'm giving you an overview of the book and just a couple things to think about. So let's see. To recap real quick, we've just gone through chapter 1. We've talked about self-worth versus self-confidence, and how if you don't have self-worth, if you don't believe that you're worthy, if you don't believe, if I said, tell me something great about you, some of you might have thought, that's a weird question. Why would I tell you something great about me? I want you to start, you've got to have some self-worth. You've got to believe that you can, and I am worthy, and I'm worthy, I can. This book is going to help take you from the inside out to help you realize the greatness that you have inside of you. So if that question made you go, that's a weird question to ask, well, I want you to think about it. Tell me something great about you. You want me to tell you something great about me? I think I'm a great mom. I actually think I'm an incredible mom. But I'm going to tell you something. With me believing I'm a great mom, I'm very intentional with my girls and with our girls. And I'm intentional with conversations. I'm intentional with the things that I speak over them, to them. Some things sometimes obviously correct them. So intentionality with our kids is very important to me. And because of that, I can say I have a great relationship with our 4 preteen and teenage girls. And I love it. I love these years. So tell me something great about you. And if you don't know what to say, think about that today. Real quick, before we dive into, so I said yesterday, if you're following along on the lives, I said that we're going to give you very tactical, she's going to talk about rejection. And I said she's going to give you some very tactical ways on how to deal with rejection. But I actually am not even going to make it all. I'm just going to give you one thing to think about today. Saturdays for me are a day where people are, their kids are in sports, they're at games. My husband's at a football game watching. So we had a whole bunch of 8th grade boys over yesterday. He is a small group leader to 20 8th grade boys. So he's watching them play now. And the reason I say that is Saturdays are busy. Every day is busy. We all are busy. Whether you have kids or you don't have kids, you have a life, right? And we just feel the busyness of life. And I don't know if it'll ever go away. Do you ever say it's just a busy season, but the season doesn't seem to leave? It's okay. It's about what you're doing in the busy season, right? So I say all of that because I'm going to just give you a thought for today. I'm actually not going to go all the way through chapter 2 because there's a lot. I'm not going to go through the process because I'm going to go through that on Monday when more people are going to be here to watch. You can watch the replay too. But here's a thought for you today. Are you ready? And I don't think I have seen one person share with me something great about you. So if you don't want to share anything great about you, tell me your favorite lunch. Your favorite low carb lunch. Tell me something. Tell me something. All right. Okay. What would you do in your life if you had absolutely zero fear of rejection or failure? If there were such thing as having a master's degree in rejection, what would you do in your life if you had zero fear of rejection or failure? You want me to tell you what I would do? I'm thinking of how I would phrase it. What would you do? If you want to think about that, what would you do? Okay, fear of rejection and fear of failure are two of the biggest reasons people hold back from taking a chance. They stay stuck. They never share their ideas. They talk themselves out of pursuing their dreams, and they never reveal who they truly are and who they truly and how they truly feel, right? I think a lot of people live in that space. Oh, Judith, you're the sweetest. Hello. She's saying hello to me. Some of you need to say hi. Don't just pop on. Or maybe you're at your sporting events. Like, there's so many sporting events. The boys last night were like, we've got swimming, we've got soccer, we've got, what is he watching? Flag football. Like, it is a season of busy, but intentional busy. Make sure you're busy with the right things. Okay, one more thing I wanted to say to you today on this book, and then on Monday we'll dive into like tactical, how do you work through rejection and failure. But I love what she said. She says, everything in life simply carries the meaning we attach to it. We put meaning to everything that we do, right? Or things that people do to us, or circumstances or environments. Hello, Lori. Okay, everything in life simply carries the meaning we attach to it. That meaning creates the emotions we feel around it. And the emotions we feel then create our life experiences. When we change the meaning we assign to something and truly believe that meaning, if we truly believe it because we change it, everything shifts. Disappointment becomes divine trust. Self-loathing becomes gratitude. Rejection becomes resilience. Self-worth solidifies. So we're diving into this understanding of we have to change the meaning of things and how we feel about things. And the last thing I was going to say is when you change your relationship with rejection, we're going to learn how to change our relationship with rejection and failure. You change your entire life because you stop believing the lies that people have said to you. You stop wallowing in this victim mentality. You actually go after the things that you know you are great at, things that you know that you can achieve, things that are on your heart. Like, you go after these things of like, okay, if I don't care if people reject me, and if I really don't believe that I will fail, because the only way you fail is if you quit. If I can believe that, and I can put a different emotion behind when I do fail and when I do have rejection, when somebody tells me no, when somebody says I'm not enough, when somebody says, why in the world would you do that? Like, it's okay. So she's going to give you some really tactical advice of how to deal with rejection and failure, but I'm not going to go through that until Monday. I feel like people shut their phones off on the weekends, and I think that it's super valuable. If you have the book, you're going to go through it. If you don't have the book, I'm going to walk you through it. But I would encourage you to get the book and download or listen to the Audible. But I'm going to say this one more time. When you change your relationship with rejection and fear, you change your entire life. And I'm going to tell you, I have let fear run so much of my life. And I think I'm pretty good with rejection because I am in sales. Like, let's just be real. I share products. I love ketones. I talk about them. If somebody tells me no, it doesn't really faze me. But rejection in different areas of like friendships, or rejection in like with family, some of those things do affect me. And I have to put a different meaning behind maybe what feels like a rejection to you. If you put a different meaning behind it, she's going to talk about it. So I'm excited to go through it. I want to know, how is your Saturday? What questions do you have for me? How can I help you? So ask them below. You can reach out to me. I actually put a story up on my stories yesterday, and I got a whole bunch of questions about homeschooling and parenting and ketones and what do I do? And do I enjoy working from home? Like, things that I would love to share more about. I'm going to share about them in my stories. If you've got questions about homeschooling, I'd love to walk you through homeschooling. I've been homeschooling, I want to say forever, but we've never put our kids into school. So Amelia's 16. So we have been homeschooling for a long time. I've learned a lot. I can share with you a lot. If you've got questions about parenting, specifically girls, I think I'm a great mom. If somebody tells me otherwise, I would say, well, then you don't know me, right? There's things that you will not waver in my beliefs, but there's some things that can waver my beliefs, which is why I'm going through this book and I want to go through it with you. If you tell me things like ketones don't work, I'm going to say, well, I'm so sorry they don't work for you, but they've been working for me for 9 years. So yes, they do work, and you can't waver my belief. If you reject me, the emotion that I tie to the rejection of somebody saying, I don't want that is, it's okay. I'm so sorry. I'm going to keep moving forward. It's not your time. And I always say this, a no isn't no. A no is just not right now, because people usually don't have the education. They don't understand their maybe finances, maybe a spouse says no. Like, it's so easy to take rejection and failure, or rejection or like people's viewpoints of you so personally. And I often say this to myself, people don't really know. They haven't collected the facts. They didn't ask enough questions. They're uneducated. They think they know what they're actually talking about. They might need a different perspective. And we can easily pass judgment so quickly online, right? When in reality, I think that if we all just take a step back, and if we truly want to learn more about something, like, we're going to dig in, we're going to collect the facts, we're going to ask questions, we're going to see if it's a good fit. I'm going to be real honest with you right now. I am diving in and learning a lot about menopause. If you're a man on here, I apologize. Like, am I going through that right now? No. But am I Probably. So I thought to myself, maybe I should educate myself. And when something comes up where women are like complaining or griping or like talking about the worst of the worst, I'm like, I'm going to go listen to somebody that actually knows what they're talking about. That's totally random, but I am going to tell you something. I love social media to educate people. I love social media because it is insightful. You can learn so much, but be careful about what you're learning, right? Like, always put it through a filter of, what do I believe is truth? Is this person venting? There's two sides to every story. And not everything that is taught on social media is real or a fact. Like, isn't it funny how, have you guys ever seen those funny memes where people are like, they went to crack, like somebody goes to crack an egg and all of a sudden they go, oh, somebody told me that eggs are bad. So then they go and open the oatmeal container and they're like, oh, wait, but this other person on TikTok says that I can't eat oatmeal. So then they go and they're going to go take a bite of fruit. And they're like, I was told I can't eat fruit. And then he's going to go make some sausage and they're like, oh shoot, no, I can't eat meat. I'm supposed to be vegan. And then somebody goes to eat vegan and they're like, shoot, I was told I was supposed to eat meat. Like, there is so much online, and you have to decide what's right for you. Like specifically diet-wise, what's right for your body. Remember, somebody that goes viral on the TikTok doesn't mean they have all the answers. I don't have all the answers. I don't. I'm learning. If you have a question, like, I've coached people and walked people through keto and low carb and drinking ketones and fasting. Like, I will share with you what I feel like I know. If I don't have an answer, I will help give you some direction. I'll guide you to somebody who I feel like is more of an expert. I like to read books because I think books are valuable to open up your mind to just believing different things are possible. I would say this is one of my favorite phrases. As I think, so I feel. As I feel, so I do. As I do, so I have. As I think, so I feel. It talks about the feeling, remember? As I feel, so I do. She's going to talk about how you take a feeling and you put a different feeling towards something that has been said to you or something that you believe. The feelings you put towards something creates an action, and the belief and the action that you act out of it all goes back to the way that you think. So it's very important that if you are here to lose weight, to feel better, to take your health serious, it starts with your thinking. It starts with your thinking. It starts with your thinking. I wasn't making fun of anybody. Like, I got tongue-tied. It starts with your thinking. Your thinking is super powerful. It can launch you into greatness, into the future. It can keep you held back in the past and stuck and stagnant and complacent and then just existing. And that's no fun to be. So thank you for tuning in. We're going to go through this book. We'll continue to go through the book. You can follow along. You can grab the book. There's things I'm going to talk about in my stories today. I'm going to talk about ketones and why I drink them. I'm going to talk about homeschooling. I'm going to share a whole bunch of things that people have asked. So go follow along. Reach out with questions. You can always go to ketomomsecrets.com. And I hope you guys have a wonderful afternoon. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.